Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical
Because
therapist.
we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
What would happen, Brad, if you replaced all your drinks with water? Boy, when we say that about you, that's saying a lot because there's no longer any beer or.
Well, I'd be drinking water. That's what would happen. I'd probably lose a little weight, Bob.
The reason I was interested in this, Brad, I saw a study a while back about diet sodas and the fact that they saw an increased incidence of strokes and dementia with it.
Sure.
And I didn't give much thought to it because there's a lot of studies that come out to scare you. But Dr. Zorba, who's on public radio,
Dr. Zorba, pastor?
yeah,
Yep.
Zorba pastor, he brought it up and he said it gave him pause. So I thought we'd discuss.
If it's going to make him pause, we'll pause
We'll
along.
pause along with him,
Right.
right? Because so I thought it was a good combination. We'll talk about diet sodas and we'll also talk about water. So.
Sure.
By the way, if you are new to our
Oh,
channel,
yes.
well, I surprised you on that one.
Why, you did.
If you are new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on how to stay healthy, fit. Pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, please take a second to go over to Facebook and like us because Brad and I, as children, it's a sad story. We're not liked, and we're trying to turn things around. So,
Why, Bob?
all right, I don't know why, Brad. So let's talk about diet sodas first. So they did a study. They sent a questionnaire to 4,000 people who were over age 45.
Okay.
And they followed them over a number of years. And they asked them what they ate, what they drank, how they exercised, and all these things. And after a time, over 100 of those people had strokes, and 80 of them had dementia. What they found is the people that drank diet soda were 3 times more likely to get the stroke or get the dementia.
So I'm assuming on a regular basis.
Yeah, and they didn't go into details, or at least I didn't see the details onto how much they were drinking. I think we were having this discussion before the video even, is that moderation is always the key.
Sure.
I'll have like 1 or 2 a week. A
Diet
lot of times.
sodas?
Yeah, yeah, just kind of as a little. I can't be perfect.
Right.
So-
I just drink the kind with the sugar in it myself.
Yeah, and what they found, which is interesting, Brad, good that you brought that point up, that you drink one with sugar. They found, despite the fact that we've been drinking diet soda as a society, we are getting fatter.
Sure.
And one of the theories is that the diet soda triggers your sweet receptors, so it stimulates your appetite. So even though you're drinking diet soda, you feel like you want to eat more of everything else.
Oh, sure.
You know what I mean?
Right,
So it's got that double-edged sword to it, basically. So
Because I don't drink soda that much, but if I do, I prefer the taste of the sugar.
Sure.
But even in it, it's too sweet. It's not like when you're a kid. It's like you could just devour that. But as an adult, it's more of a treat, and it's too sweet. And it tastes good for the first little bit, but the last part, it's like, oh.
I'm sure you and I probably grew up the same. I mean, growing up, it was a real treat to have pop.
Right.
I mean,
Go over to Grandma's house.
yeah, you
and
get like a half a can or something
Right.
like that. And everybody I talk to has almost the same experience when they're our age. So, but let's talk about water. So, Brad, there was a well-known blogger. His name is Chris Bailey, and he replaced all his drinks with water. And this is what he found. I think he did some research too.
Sure.
So I'm hoping these things are backed up by research. I haven't seen the research myself, so when he quotes things, he had this whole article. I hope they're accurate.
Sure.
But normally, they recommend that you want to drink 8 to 10 glasses of water a day.
Sure.
And so what I thought we'd do, Brad, for each one that's positive, we'll take a swig of water.
Okay.
So, all right, number 1, it's appetite suppressor. And I think you find that if you drink a lot of water, you don't feel like eating as much.
I've never found that, but it might be true.
All right, well, we'll hit that one. And, obviously, I mean, you see people who are trying to lose weight that they often carry the water bottle around.
Right.
I think it does help. So.
No, I've heard that. I don't know. Very well could be
You're trying
true.
yeah. All right, it's also supposed to increase your metabolic rate of a healthy man or woman by 30%.
Okay.
So they said like 1.5 liters of water could help burn 50 calories, which is not a lot, but it's going the right way instead of the wrong way.
Right.
So
Right. There you go.
there you go. Okay, it's supposed to help your brain work more efficiently, and because it helps eliminate toxins and the free radicals in your system. So
There you go. We're
You
going
buy
to do
that
another
one?
one?
yeah,
Put her down.
get the free radicals out of there. Good thing we're not taking shots of something here, because we'd start slurring our words, and we can't speak the way it is. So.
Yeah, if we were in Wisconsin, we'd almost have to.
That's right. All right, the next one I have found to be true, without going into too much detail, but it does help with digestion and constipation.
Oh,
And the other thing is, people think like when you have diarrhea, that they're getting too much fluid. A lot of times they're not getting enough fluids.
Sure.
Did you know that?
Well, it dehydrates you.
It dehydrates, but also just the way your things form.
Sure.
It's actually better to drink more water if you have diarrhea and constipation. So, we're both going to be
Here's
hitting
to
the bathroom
diarrhea.
after this. Yeah, here's to diarrhea. Okay, number 5, drinking water decrease risks of diseases, high blood pressure, bladder conditions, and even bowel cancer. Which makes sense with the bowel cancer, because if you go more often, you're going to actually have less chance of cancer and stuff.
Gets things moving.
It's supposed to help decrease headaches. Not sure. And I think that's true, because if you've ever gotten dehydrated after drinking too much, that's often what causes the headaches.
The dehydration.
Yeah, the dehydration. Yeah. And that's why you wake up in the morning a lot of times with a hangover. Not that I would know much about that.
Right.
And you often have a headache.
Right, right. Your body's got to get hydrated again.
Yeah. Are you guys really being compelled now to drink more water?
Yeah. I really don't think this is an argument that anybody's going to disagree with.
Exactly. I was just surprised at the amount of things that it really does help. They also said...
Was there anything about that stuff, about what's in there that might be harmful?
No, and that's a really good discussion to be having. I hope over time they do look at that, because some of these other drinks now are becoming real popular, like we talked about that ice drink, and we're all drinking some of that, and it's got an artificial sweetener in it too. Which one is it that's causing the problem? This one has that aspartame. Is that it? I don't know. I don't know which one is. What the issue is.
Right. I don't know if it has anything to do with vision or not, but some of the stuff.
You wouldn't be able to read that, would you?
No, I have a hard time. But yeah, I mean, you look at. I'm looking for the ingredients in here: carbonated water, caramel color, aspartame, phosphoric acid, potassium benzoate, to protect taste.
Can I go back to where I was talking
I'm
about?
sorry, Bob.
So a healthy heart, that's the next one. 5 glasses a day decreases the risk of heart attack, increase the volume of blood, improves blood circulation.
Oh, sure. Here's to the heart. You got to have heart.
So
you know
we could fix that broken heart. We might be able to fix that broken heart just right here.
We'll put that into the list of ingredients.
This one, too, I think is very much true. It improves your skin, improves your wrinkly situation.
Well,
I mean, if you're dehydrated all the time, I mean, a lot of times, well, they used to say you could even tell it by the skin, but
sure.
I don't know if that's necessarily true or not. I remember doctors used to pinch you, and to be able to tell. I've seen them do it the other, but I don't know that they can do that or not. So,
well, I don't know either, Bob. Let's get on with
number
the
8,
show.
It's definitely going to save you money. I mean,
right.
Because you can, a lot of these places now, like my wife at work, what they have is a water station where you just fill your water bottle up.
Sure.
And so it's, hey, cheers.
That's
It boosts your mood. You feel better. I'm feeling better right now.
I am, Bob.
And number 10. That's the last one, Brad. It's natural. It helps. It's just a natural thing. And the other thing I said, it can help with hangovers too. So we got to finish on that note, huh?
Oh no, I've tried. But one thing I do want to say is, have you heard? Did they say anything about drinking it out of the plastic bottles?
Yeah, that's another point. Especially the plastic can kind of bleach into the water, right?
Right, and there's
especially over time, if it's like in a heated car or something like that.
Right, and I know there's a specific chemical and term and everything for that, but the plastic, there's people who are really purists, won't drink. I have some friends that won't drink out of plastic water. That has to be aluminum or glass. Or stainless steel.
I think it's a good idea. Yeah. The other thing that we were just talking about is, I looked at one of these units that carbonate water. Give it some carbonation.
Sure.
But it didn't rank very well as far as how it worked, and otherwise I would have liked to have gotten one of those. And I think just taking regular water and adding, like I said, a lemon or something like to it can give you a little bit of zing.
Yeah, exactly.
So, all right. Remember, Brad and I can fix just about anything
except
the broken heart. But we're thinking now maybe this water's
This is another step in the right direction. So,
all right.
Here we go.
Thanks for
watching.
Take
care.